Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Deanna. Hi, Laura. Hi, Mary Ellen. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Rach.
Hey.
Hi, Casey. Hi, Alex. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Ken. Hi, Sherry.
Thank you.
Hi, Susie. Hi, Christina.
Sorry.
Some excuse. Today's excuse was to spend time with
Hi, Jessica. Hi, Deanna. Hi, Kisa. Hi, Miss Amber. I'm going to start in like 1 second. Hi, Ken. Thank you for like the sweetest voice memo ever last week. I muted you guys because it was like a little bit crazy. So let me just make sure the chat is up so I can see that. If there is anybody in your team, upline, downline, hi Lori, crossline, send them a message, send them a flyer, and just be like, hop on. Like, you don't want to miss this. Like, they're calling, you know, Isogenics 2020 2.0 because we are just like upgraded to like the 10th degree right now with new products, new apps, new business. Hi, Candace, that I just would love for you to like just ping anybody and just be like, hop on. You know, I think the energy is always better live than when you listen to this recording. And if you guys can turn on your videos, obviously I love it. And if not, I understand if some of you are driving or cooking or doing whatever. I'm so grateful you're on here. But if I can see your faces, look, I'm like no makeup. I'm still like a hot mess express. Hi, Susie. But I just love to make eye contact with you guys and feel like I'm not talking to myself. So that being said, I am so excited. Ken says I'm having a bad hair day. Don't you guys love that? I am so excited right now. And to be completely transparent, getting on the plane to go to NYKO was like one of the hardest decisions just with everything that was going on. But the minute I was there, it was the absolute best decision. And not only because I was so grateful to be around our Isogenics family and the positive culture and to embrace the love from everybody with, you know, what Rachel and I have going on right now, but also just to learn, you know, there's so much happening in our company right now with the technology, with the apps, with what's happened in the back office, with the new products that I wanted to be there. And I've said this since I joined Isogenics, that it is almost impossible to teach you guys what we learned in 2 days, right? In like overnight. And so we're going to do our best tonight to do a recap from the event. But ask questions, use your tools, ask your sponsor, ask your upline. You know, we sat through 2 like 8-hour days of conference that in the next 40 minutes for me to try and give you everything is pretty unrealistic, but we'll give you the highlights and at least the things to get excited about and where you can go find that information. But I also just want to share with you, and the reason I'm sharing this with you is because as you start to think about your why, right? Like, what is it that is motivating you through the next 30 days or the next 90 days? One of the reasons that I was so grateful that I went was because of my alignment with why I do what I do. And so I'm just going to mute this again. Sorry, as people have popped on. It's some lines aren't muted. Sorry about that. But I was so grateful to be there because it was in alignment with why I do what I do and the gratitude I have for this company. So I'm going to come back to that a little bit at the end, but just kind of think about this as I go through the promotions. Hi, Paula, as I go through the new products, as we go through the new incentives, like, why is that important to you? And why may it be important to somebody else? And I think that I want you to just remember that, because it's going to be easy to check out unless you took your brain boost. You know, right now, most of you probably are on your way to sleep spray, that it's a lot. And I know it's a lot. Like, I sat through the conference and I'm still processing things. Like, Kisa and I have been texting each other all day today, being like, what's that? What's this part? When does that start? So I'm giving you permission to be like slightly overwhelmed, and that's okay. Together we'll fill in the gaps, and together make sure everybody's super successful. So for those of you that didn't know, the official day one of the 90-day game plan is today. Some people think it's next week. It is today. So January 27th, Monday, is the very first day, and it will end on Sunday, April 24th, which is before some of the reset dates. But in terms of us just diving through on the 90-day game plan, it starts today. So don't spend this whole week getting ready. Like, since New Year's, we've been making vision boards, right? Since New Year's, we were working on our schedule. Hi, Gita. Since New Year's, you know, it's kind of getting ready to get ready, planning some of our events. It's go time. And right now, like, their main focus is action. And if today you have filled out your 90-day game plan, you're updating your vision board, you know, you're organizing your calendar, do not go to bed. And I'm speaking to even those people on the East Coast, until you message at least one person. Like, every single person, it could be 10 o'clock when you get off this call tonight, message one person. You know, that could be one person that you are already working with, that's a customer, that you're leading with the vision. You're telling them about this reset. You're telling them about the opportunity, showing them how they can make thousands of dollars in the next few months. Maybe this is a customer or a prospect that you want to be a customer, and you're so excited because of the new Cleanse Day tracker that they are going to be able to you know, cleanse with peanut butter bites, or you know that they would love the new orange chocolate ice of delight, which we're going to go through. Maybe you reach out and say, hey, I don't know if the timing is right. We've talked about this, but we just released some new products. I thought about you. I would love to send you a sample, which I'm going to explain to you what you're able to do. Do yourself the justice that starting today on day one, you're taking action. Starting today, you do something that is getting you in the direction, besides posting on social media, besides getting ready to get ready, and besides getting organized. So that would be the first thing that I just want to share with you. When you do fill out your 90-day game plan, just kind of ask yourself, like, where are you going? Like, where are you right now, and what's your next step? So maybe you're a customer and you're going to convert to an associate and go back to consultant, right? Maybe you are a director who fell out of that and you're a manager right now and you're getting back to director. You know, maybe you're on your way to executive, 1-star, 2-star, but where are you right now? And like, where is the direction that you're going? So in no particular order, you guys, I'm just going to kind of go through a lot of updates. I know Rachel is always so good at like typing in notes or links and things like that as I talk. If you guys have questions, use the chat. I'll see it. Someone else in here will see the chat. The very first thing I just kind of want to remind everybody is with ISA Rally. So those are the teams of 6 people that the points started on December 31st. So we've already got almost a month worth of points there. And the last day to register your team is February 2nd, which is Sunday. It's also the Super Bowl. So for many of you, you might want to think about it ending on the 1st, because good luck trying to get a hold of people on Sunday, okay? So the ISA Rally, which is 6-person teams, no more than 2 directors or executives on each team. This is for the trip to Celebration. So the top teams in the company are earning airfare, you know, they're earning hotel, they're earning just a really, really luxurious experience in Park City, but it's an all expenses trip paid to get you to Celebration. And it already started. So it's not too late to be like, okay, I want to be on a team and get people together. You know, if Chris Marshall's not on a team right now, but he enrolled 4 people, all of those points have been calculated that you could grab someone who already has points accumulating, right? And if you don't have a team or you're looking for a team, please reach out to me or use that thread in our Dreamers in Action page. I know there's people that are looking for teams. So the last day is Sunday. Get on a team, hold each other accountable. In addition to winning the trip to Celebration, it's a really fun way to get to know other people on the team, to work with someone maybe besides your sponsor, to get to know someone cross-line to you that you're not financially linked to, but you can learn from and grow from, and just really encourage each other and push people. In regards to just some upcoming events, for those of you that don't know, on Hijack Saturday, February 29th in Colorado. I'm doing a Super Saturday with Justin Courtney. So for those of you in the Denver area, please come to that. It's a treat to have Justin out here. You can go to Isagenix events in the back office. Go to isagenixevents.com, the website. All of the 2020 events are loaded. May 2nd, which is the first weekend of ISA Academies, there's going to be 3, one in Fort Lauderdale, one in Denver, and one in Calgary. And then on October 17th, much later in the year, the 3 cities that will host ISA Academies are Newark, Omaha, and Toronto. So just kind of look what's close to you, put that in your calendar, treat your business like a business, and absolutely commit to getting it. I personally know that Denver is going to have ridiculous attendance. So just mark that off and plan on being there. And then the University in Action, which is less of the education, like the compensation plan, the products, the history, which is ISA Academy. UIA is more like your belief in this industry, talking to people, just kind of growing yourself with personal development that David Wood does. March 6th to 8th is going to be in Minneapolis. March 13th to 15th is going to be in Phoenix. And then October 2nd to 4th is going to be in Charlotte. So David Wood's amazing. You guys can like Google him. You can look him up on YouTube. You can get a feel of who he is. But if you're someone that sees the vision of this, you are someone who understands the compensation plan, but you can't freaking figure out how to talk to somebody, you need to go to UIA. If you're someone that can talk to anybody underneath the sun, but you feel like you need to know everything about the products, you need to know all about the company history, you need to know all about the compensation plan, you need to be at ISA Academy. So hopefully that explains it a little bit. I will be at both of them. I love them. I think that our events are super, super important, but you can get all that information on isagenixevents.com. Okay, let's talk new products. Who at NYKO, who was in Phoenix, give me a raise of hands or post in the chat. What did you try and what did you like? So just like if you had the chocolate, the new Isa Delight, the orange chocolate, comment right now like what you loved about it or raise your hands. I want people that like haven't even tasted that like amazingness in your mouth to like be savoring and go order right now. We're gonna go through all of these, but as I bring them up, please like type in the chat and get some people excited. So the Isa Delight, the super chocolate and tangerine flavor, it is available in milk chocolate and dark chocolate. It has 0 sugar. It's sweetened with erythritol. It is amazing. I am not someone, I'll be straight up, that likes orange and chocolate together. Like how some people love like chocolate covered cherries or like orange whatever chocolates. I was like, oh, I think I just need to stick with peanut butter. It was amazing. Like all I could think about is like those little orange things that come out at like Easter and you crack off the wedge, but better. It doesn't taste artificial. It's like refreshing, and I can like picture someone having it with like a cup of coffee, you know, after a salad at lunch, definitely on a cleanse days. There's milk chocolate versions and dark chocolate, and they are so good. I mean, you can even like crumble that up on like a scoop of, you know, Greek yogurt that's frozen or something as like a little treat if you're really watching your calories. But they're absolutely amazing and absolutely delicious. You guys, here's my rule. You can't sell something that you've not tried. So go in your back office and order it. You know, when you're ordering these new products, if your account is at 100 BV, remember that's all that's required to have an active account. So I believe in ordering smarter, not harder. This is a time for many of you to enroll your spouse, right? Get them on board, get your significant other on board and order 100 BV through their account, try the new products. If you have a family and it's already you and your spouse, enroll a child, you know, like set up an account to try these new products. Maybe, you know, it's someone like Alex and she at one point, you guys, I'm just saying her name, this is not true in her business, but was paid as consultant, right? And Barbara was ordering 100 BV and Cathy was at 100, but let's say Cathy only ordered 27. Well, if Alex's account is active, she can go into Cathy's account and say, hey, I'm going to run an order through you. It'll get you back to active and it benefits the team. And she can run that additional order to try the new products through Cathy so she gets back to consultant. Help your team map this out. So before you all go in and order a 400 BV order of the new product, look at your business, right? So if you guys have questions, reach out to that. The second new product, the garlic and herb harvest thins. These are also a dairy-free chip, the protein chip, much like our Thai chili flavor. When I came back from backstage, Laura's like, here, try this. And I was like, like I didn't really want it. She goes, no, literally everybody around here has garlic breath already, so you can't be the one sitting here not eating them. I was like, oh, awesome. Okay. I chose a great row to sit in. But I had one and it was divine. Like it reminded me of an everything bagel chip. Like you guys know like bagel chips or crisps. Like it has a good crunch. It's super salty. It's garlicky, but it's not overpowering. If you didn't see the post today in Laura that Laura did, she showed her salad and she had the harvest bins, the garlic ones on there as croutons. I was thinking as she posted that, how I would also love to be able to put them on like soup, like maybe a tomato soup or something like that when you want a little bit of a crunch. They're great plain. One of my favorite ways to eat the harvest bins is in plain hummus, to kind of just dip them like that. But try them. These are also great things to give as samples. You know, when you just carry one in your bag, and you're like, here, try it, because people love the flavor. It fills them up. They don't feel guilty about having something savory or crunchy. And you guys, I just cannot encourage you enough. Try it. You cannot describe something to somebody that you did not try. The third thing I want to tell you about is the Citrus Sunrise Via. So Sarah Richter explained it. It's the same all-natural energy drink as our berry Bellini, right? It's source the nutrients from fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. But this is a combination of like lemon, lime, and grapefruit, like a little bit of orange in there. It is so good. A lot of people love the berry Bellini. I'm not a berry person. Like if I was gonna buy a LaCroix, I'm never going after the berry flavor. Casey's like shaking her head with me. That's just never happening. I will always go for a citrus or original. I love this one, like absolutely love it. I had taken one home, so I had an extra, and I had it over ice today with a lime. Like so good. It's absolutely so good, so refreshing. And when my case comes in, I'm gonna try it too with like maybe a little bit of lime, a little bit of orange. It's another way to get fresh antioxidants in, but so tasty. And the last product that I want to share with you is the peanut butter bliss snack bites. So I was very confused until again I saw it and I tried it when I saw them kind of being posted last week. They were coming out. Casey says it looks like a cookie. They are much like a cookie. It's even kind of like a peanut butter ball, like the protein balls that we make. It's hearty. It's 100 calories. It will fill you up, but it's sweet. It's very peanut buttery. So people that don't like peanut butter, I'm sorry. If you do like it, it's an excellent treat. It is approved on cleanse days, but I was thinking like, what is just another great way to have something in your bag that's non-perishable, you know? And if you're like, okay, like it's after lunch, you're a little hungry and you need something until dinner, it's great. It's the same calories as Isopro, but sometimes you don't have ice and water. You don't want to have another shake. When Rachel's writing in here, Rachel was writing in here that it suppresses your appetite. It does. It has an ingredient in there, and I think it's called DNF15. Is that right? DNF15. 10, DNF10, DNF10. Sorry, I gave it 5 extra points. I don't even know what that thing is, but it has DNF10 that is designed to actually curb your appetite. So it's great on cleanse days, or if you're someone who's really trying to work on your weight management. So definitely try those, you guys. Sample them, try them on your cleanse days. It is such a treat to be able to have things to offer people that struggle with cleanse days. So that being said, we have the classic cleanse day, which we've always had. This is the way that we've been coaching it since John Anderson created these products, which is the wafers, the ice of delights, your cleanse for life, your ionics accelerator, flush, right? That's the classic kind of hourly schedule that we've been doing. There is now the new one improved that they're calling the energized and satisfied, that Dr. Plant is using a 10-point checklist with. So basically they list different products that have 0 points, that have 1 point, that have 2 points or 3 points, because with all these things that are cleanse day approved, you could like literally have a full meal on your cleanse days, probably a couple of them, and take in 2,000 calories and really not get the benefit of intermittent fasting. So if you took in everything that was quote cleanse day approved, so this is a way that he's guiding us that, okay, if you have a bag of weight thins or harvest thins on your cleanse day, that's 3 points. You know, Isodelight is 2 points, where, you know, certain things are 0 points. And you can map this out. If you guys haven't seen it, we'll post it in cleansers. You can literally find it in your IsoLife app, you know, the cleanse tracker. But the peanut butter bites are 3 bites. So for people who really struggle on their cleanse days and are like, these wafers are just not enough, like I need something more than the Scooby snack, imagine going back to some of those cleansers and saying, hey, I know you really wanted to lose some weight. I know you really wanted to try this program, but it was challenging. We have bone broth now. We have these peanut butter bites that are appetite suppressants. I would love to help you, and I would love for you to give it a go again. It's come such a long way since the Scooby snacks that I think you'd be really successful. This is what I have found when I've done it this way. But again, if you're going to reach out to people and talk about it, you have to try it. In order to try it, you have to order it. So those are the new products. They're amazing, and there's some bundles available. Birthday cake is a permanent flavor for those of you that didn't know. And in the month of January, if you get 2 customers started, you get a voucher, a coupon in the back office for a free canister of birthday cake. So I definitely want you guys to take advantage of that. I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Take a deep breath. I told you this was not the night to take sleep spray before your team call. You should have all had an e-shot and brain boost because it's a lot. But we're going to move into the pools. This is my absolute favorite part coming out of NYKO. So what I'm excited about, number 1, there's a manager pool. So for people rank advancing, and if you know the fast track to executive or the rank advancement bonuses, and you go from consultant to manager, there's like this gap until you get to director, typically, right? And it's challenging to go from 2 consultants to 6. And in that process, there's not necessarily, in the past, incentives to get there. So the manager pool, which is $75,000, is going to be reallocated every single month for people that get to manager. You can earn up to $1,000 a month in the manager pool for 3 months. The people that are eligible for this is anyone right now not paid as manager. So I am not, because I'm an executive, right? Laura is not, she's an executive. But anybody who does not have 2 consultants right now, whether you've ever had 2 consultants or not, anybody who has less than 2 consultants right now that gets back to manager for the first time or just getting back there because you have let your business fall is eligible for the manager pool. And you can earn up to $1,000 a month in that. All you need to do is make sure you have at least 1 enrollment a month at 100 BV, and you have to grow your benchmark, so your cycle benchmark each month. So if you get into the first month and your benchmark is 0, because I'm not doing a whole pool training, but just so you have an idea of what this looks like, the next month, if your benchmark is 1, then you have to exceed that, right? If your 3rd month, your benchmark is 4, because your business is growing, you have to exceed that. So your benchmark might go in at 10, it might go in at 0. It kind of depends where your cycles are, and everybody's are different, but that's the qualification, is you must have 1 enrollment a month, and you have to grow your benchmark following the Leader in Action formula. So go for that. The director pool, that is up to $2,500 a month. And again, you can be in that for 3 months. You can't stay in that forever. They absolutely want to be moving you into executive, but the director pool, it's the same thing, that you have to have qualifying enrollments and you're growing your benchmark, but this time by at least 2. So whatever your benchmark is, you have to grow it by at least 2. All of the information is in isogenicsbusiness.com. You can find it under contest and promotions in your back office. We can do individual, coaching calls, training calls on this if you're at that point. But the point that I want you to think about right now is, imagine if you were not a manager ever, right? I'm just gonna talk about Amber because I saw her raise her hand really excited. So when she hits manager, she's going to not only get the manager bonus of $250, the crystal thing, if she does it in the time frame, she's going to get $100 for each new consultant. She's at $450. Now she plays in the manager pools and maxes it out 3 months in a row. There's an additional $3,000. Now she goes into the director pool. Let's just say she maxes that out, $2,500 a month. We're at $2,500, $5,000, $7,500. It's over 10 grand already. It's somewhere around 1,100 or 11,000, right? $11,000. Do you guys realize that? You should be freaking staying up all night tonight. If that doesn't excite you, that's a shit ton of money. Excuse me, but that is not oh, hey, earn $100 if you find 2 people. That's a lot of money. So when I tell you, I have been messaging people all day, I have no voice, not because I'm sick, but because I have been voice memoing people saying, holy shit, I have to show you how to make $11,000 by spring. Call me. Like, that's what I'm sending to people because I did it and I'm confident that I can show other people how to do it. We've had tons of people on our team do this before, that they just have to like have a roadmap. They just have to have a map, and I'll map it out all day long for people. You got to get them excited and bring them to me, right? Bring them to Laura, bring them to Rachel, bring them to Alex, to Kisa. We know what we're doing. Just get them fired up. But it's a lot of money that's right there. So that's the pool part. Now, the executives, for those of you that get into the executive pool, that is still there, where you can have the executive pool, right? Laura, the executive pool is still there, right? For the first 6 months, it's 2-star and above that went away, right? Yeah, okay, oh my gosh, I just like second guessed myself. The executive pool, which has 6 months in it, that you can earn for $5,000 up to that. Thank you, Jen. There is a timeline. This will go till the summer. Imagine now if you got into the executive pool and you maxed that out, $5,000 for 6 months in a row, that's $30,000 on top of the $11,000 that you just had before. Like, that is more than people make in a year. You guys, that is more than the average salary, especially for women. And this is just bonus money. This is just leadership pool money. For anyone who is 2-star and above or has already played in the executive pools and done that, the pools are going away from executive and beyond, right? And 2-star and above has already gone away. But what they have implemented is something called the ELB, the Executive Leadership Bonus. And for anyone who is paid as executive, right, the entire month, so you're paid as executive every day, every week for the entire month, the first 2 of the 3 months, you will earn $750. And the third month is $1,000. So there is massive incentive to get the whole company back to executive. So if you are someone who is paid as executive and you stay paid as executive, for the first month is $750, second month is $750, third month is $1,000. That's $2,500 a quarter to be paid as executive, just to do what you're supposed to be doing, which is getting paid and getting your people paid. That's a $10,000 raise for anybody. Like, absolutely anybody. I was laughing because Hillary Courtney, when she talked about this at the event, she said, is that retrospective? And of course she was joking because this company's paid her millions, but it's true. So I've been an executive since like December of 2013. I've never fallen out, not even close, right? That would have been an extra like 50K, 60K that I would have had in the past. I'm not looking backwards, I'm looking forward, but I already know I'm making $10,000 extra in 2020, no matter what, because I'll stay paid as executive. Laura will have that money. And there are certain people that, like my sister and Alex, were very vulnerable that they're getting back to executive because it's huge. And so for those of you that are not an executive yet, no worries. When you get back there, just think about that. You are literally getting incentivized to get back to executive. Okay, you guys doing okay? I know it's a lot. Back to the crystal reset. So we had talked about the manager pools, right? We talked about the new executive leadership bonus. We have what's called a crystal reset. So someone who got enrolled today, lucky them, their dates are going to be the same as the rest of us, right? However, anybody who was enrolled before today, right, started today. So up till yesterday, and whether you enrolled 3 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, every single person's dates, the time-sensitive rank advancement bonuses dates was reset. So here's the catch. If you have hit executive, you are eligible for all of them. So people like myself, people like Laura, people like Rachel, Alex, Kisa, Kristen, Danielle, anyone who had hit executive, the highest level of leadership, they say start over. You've done it before, you can do it again. And we are all eligible for the Crystal Manager, Crystal Director, and Crystal Executive deadlines. Now, let's say you've never hit executive. You're only eligible for the ranks you have not hit to reset. So someone like Ashley, who is a manager, she's flirting and smiling on her phone, so I called her out. Just kidding. So I'm just kidding. So she's a manager. And because she's never hit director and executive, she's not eligible for the manager bonus again. She's only eligible for the director and the executive. However, she got enrolled 4 years ago, right? That her time-sensitive rank advancement bonus of doing this in 120 days or 180 days has way passed. But the company reset says, okay, day one, you get to do it again. So she has the new 120 days starting today to go director. She has 180 days starting today to go executive. So Cathy Rowland is in a very similar position. She's currently a manager on our team. She's never hit director or executive. her deadlines are up. She's been around too long, right? The rank advancement deadlines, but she's eligible for those. Someone that is a director, you know, if they'd hit director, they cannot hit manager and director again, but they're eligible for the executive bonus. So if you guys have questions, let me know on that. But not only are you able to get the rank advancement bonus, so when you hit manager, it's $250. When you hit director, it's $750. When you hit executive, it's $1,000. But you are also able to get $100 for each new consultant. I'm looking for this because I want to go through the numbers and make sure I say this all right. You get $100 for each new consultant. So manager, remember that happens for the first 40 consultants you create. So when Amber goes manager, she gets that $250 bonus, $100 for each new consultant. It's like a $450 bonus. Same with Deanna, okay? When Ashley goes director, assuming she's manager now with 2 consultants, she's gonna get the $750 bonus plus $400, $100 for each of the 4 new consultants she created. That's like $1,150. So imagine Ken is a director right now, right? Let's say he has 7 consultants and he goes executive. He creates 3 more. He's going to get the $1,000 executive bonus plus $100 for each one of those consultants. You guys, this company is so generous. It is so generous. And if you are so confused right now and I'm speaking Iso-Latin, I don't care. Listen to the dollar signs and start attaching a meaning to it. What the heck does $10,000 do for you and your family? And stop thinking about yourself and think about then what will it do for somebody else. You want to make $10,000 fast? Help 10 other people make $10,000 real fast. I swear when you focus on what you can do for somebody else, your business will grow so fast you won't even be able to keep up with it. So on the fast track to executive slide that they put up at NYKO, and I took this picture to really break it down, in addition to those bonuses, because of the leadership pool bonuses that you're eligible for, I'm just going to read you the totals here, okay? Manager, on the path from right now, if you hit the rank advancement bonus, you grab the consultant development bonus, and you play in the manager pools 3 consecutive months, maxing it out, $3,250, okay? When you hit director, the total of the $750 bonus, the consultant development bonus, we're assuming you might hit the 5-cycle bonus around here, it's $8,750. Executive, they're assuming you might hit the 1-star bonus around here. You're gonna hit 10 cycles. You're getting the executive matching bonus. You're getting the executive rank advancement bonus. You are gonna get the executive lifestyle bonus. This is showing $12,000. So basically right now, within the next year, at minimum, if y'all go for these and just grab the bonuses. Now, I'm not talking about PIBs. I'm not talking about cycles. I'm literally just talking about the leadership pools and the rank advancement bonuses. It's almost $2,500, $25,000, $24,100. Like, do you get that? That is literally what I was making in my nutrition business. Like, that is so much. And I will tell you guys, because it's super, super important, network marketing is not about the money, but you have to realize what the money does. So we're not earning $25,000 to buy Louis Vuittons and fancy shoes, right? When Tyler Dickerhoof did his presentation of like the 10 principles of leadership and network marketing that came from John Maxwell, like he basically does this whole thing and he says 20% of it has to do with the money. 80% of it is your friendships, your personal development, the culture, the opportunity, the freedom, the everything else. But when we're talking so much about this money, let me tell you what the money does. The money will get you out of debt. If you're not carrying around $25,000 in debt, which is actually the average in the US, think about how you're going to sleep. Think about how your digestive system is going to be. Think about how your energy is going to be when you're not constantly worrying about money coming in and money going out. Maybe you don't have any debt. Maybe this $25,000 is going to be the down payment for the house that you can't figure out how to come up with right now because Colorado just keeps getting more expensive, right? And you're like, wow, how do I not rent? Okay, my bills are covered. Here's my income from my full-time job, but I'm going to give myself a $25,000 bonus this year and get a down payment for a house by the end of the year. Maybe you are so wealthy that this is contribution and you want to give it all to charity. There is no judgment, but I want you to really start to think about what that does, okay? I was taking notes all over the place and I just want to make sure I'm not like forgetting things. So with those bonuses, the deadline for manager is Sunday, March 22nd. You guys need to write these down, put them in your calendar, put them on a whiteboard, and build your business like your life depends on it. Crystal Director is May 17th. That's also a Sunday. Crystal Executive is $12,000. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm all over the place. The Crystal Executive is July 12th. So I'm looking at the 24,000 and the date. March 22nd is Crystal Manager, 2 consultants. Find 2 that have 2. Crystal Director, which is May 17th. That is 6 consultants. That is 6 personally enrolled team members that all have 2, all active at the same time. Crystal Executive is July 12th. That is 10 consultants. That is 10 people you have personally enrolled that have all found their 2 active at the same time. Now, here's something I want to share with you. If you are not paid as executive, which means 5 on the left, 5 on the right, you must create 10 new consultants, 5 on the left, 5 on the right. So there's, I think, 2, maybe 3 people on this call that I'm talking to. It doesn't matter where your consultants are right now. You must start 5 on the left, 5 on the right if you are not paid as consultant or as executive today with the reset. If you are paid as executive today, which I know is like me and Laura, you are able to create 10 new consultants for the reset, and it doesn't matter where they go. So I can have 10 on my right. I could do 8 on my right, 2 on my left. I could have 10 on my left. It doesn't matter. But the only people where they can go wherever is if you are currently paid as executive. If you're not executive, Jen and Adam are saying to me too. So sorry, I didn't even see you were on the call, mamas. So Jen and Adam are in that boat as well, right? Anybody else who is not paid as executive, then you have to create 5 on the left, 5 on the right. So for most people, just kind of think about that. I also am just going to give you a little bit of insight. I'm going to be running a contest. The points are going to be backdated to today because of everything that happened in my life last week, and I kind of just shut down. There's a delay with some things that Shruti, my project manager, is helping me with, but you guys are going to see this launched this week. I was trying to get it out before New Year's kickoff, and I apologize, but you'll see it in the next couple of days, but your points will be backdated to today. I'm running my own kind of like ISA Derby. It's not in teams. They are for individuals for the 90-day game plan that starts today. It ends April 24th with the 90-day game plan. And the winners will be invited to a retreat that I'm hosting here in Colorado the weekend of the ISA Academy. So the details will come to follow. We're thinking hot springs, we're thinking yoga, there will be other leaders there, there will be mentorship, it'll be fun, but start working for that. And I don't care if you don't live in Denver, I want you to come into this ISA Academy more than any other city. I don't care, you'll still be able to be a part of it. So just stay tuned on those details that are gonna be coming. And for those of you that didn't know, because there's also a slight delay in this, but it will be coming right away, I met an amazing, amazing woman who does website development, who's going to be putting a team website together for us. I put a post up there. Many of you donated. Thank you so much. That's awesome to be doing that as a team. I had said in the post that I would have it to you guys by NYKO. Again, this is my total responsibility that I didn't do a whole lot last week. So I'm catching up, but I got her all the information today. She said she'll have a draft to me in a couple days. I'm hoping by the beginning of February, we will have the team website. We all know that Facebook is changing, right? That the groups are annoying, trying to get people into them, trying to search them. We're not seeing notifications like we used to. I am not going to rely on Facebook as a way to coach our team, right? And so thank you because of all of you who have poured into it. We're going to have a beautiful site with information for our prospects, for information for the people we're coaching, just the customers, and of course for our business builders. So stay tuned to that. And I just want you to know, I didn't just take your money and not do anything with it. It's just a little bit of a delay, but it is coming and it'll be absolutely amazing. For those of you that didn't know, the Crystal Consultant bonus, that was kind of this promotion from last New Year kickoff, and it went through celebration. That was if someone found their first 2 people in 30 days, instead of it being $50, it was up to $150. That is now changed to $100. So there's still a Crystal piece of it, but it's not triple, it's just double. So if your person who you enrolled today finds their 2 people within 30 days, it's a $100 bonus. If it takes them longer than that, then it's the regular $50. There's still incentive to go a little bit quickly, but it's not the triple amount. And to help you guys not only go Crystal Consultant, but help your team go Crystal Consultant and you guys go manager and get into the manager pool, I'm going to be hosting a Go Manager campaign. If you guys didn't see that, it's in Dreamers in Action. The dates in there are February 4th to March 12th. So it's going to start next week and it's going for 30 days. Now, I know that the deadline for Crystal Manager is March 22nd. I am all about speed. I'm all about going fast. You could create one consultant this week and that person be inactive by, the end of March when you create your second one. And be like, I created 2 consultants, right? But they're not active at the same time. If you want to go through these ranks, you want to grab that money, you have to go fast. So I am intentionally doing my campaign 30 days and not 60 days. When I joined Isagenix, the rank advancement bonus times were in half. And I think we rank advanced more people because of that. So I'm just sharing with you guys because I'm not losing my mind on those dates. I intentionally want it to go fast. I don't care if you are an executive right now, like Jen and Adam and Laura and Keisha are my sister, right? You can go manager again. We're holding each other accountable to create 2 new consultants and grab the Crystal Manager. If you're someone who's never gone manager, do it. Learn these skills on how to go manager, how to create a manager so that you can create managers in your team. This business is not about enrolling 50 people 1 level deep. You are better off enrolling 10 people 10 levels deep. So we want to get your people paid. So I'm going to be doing that. There's specific training. Yes, it is a call in addition to our team calls because it's very, very specific for those people wanting to go fast and wanting to create manager. All you have to do is write in there, I'm in. Just opt in that you want to be a part of that, and I will add you to that new little Facebook thread and give you those training calls. So I'm almost done, you guys. Double checking that I'm not forgetting anything. Do you see this? I never do this on calls. The products, the Crystal Director. I just want to make sure I didn't forget anything out. The ICE Academies, the dates. Do you guys have questions? You probably have a ton of questions. Laura wants to say something. Why read over something? Oh, hold on. No more enrollment fee. This one's huge. No more enrollment fee. So it doesn't matter if they are trying one product, if they're coming in with a business builder pack. The $29 customer fee that you used to pay for your wholesale account, Isagenix is taking an $8 million hit, right? They are literally trying so hard to make this simple and keep people off of Amazon. So when Paula's like, hey, order the BIA, and Kimberly's like, oh, I don't want to pay shipping and membership, I'm just going to go, right, to Amazon, they're waiving the membership fee. When you convert to an associate, when you say, okay, I want to build, I want to become a Crystal consultant, there's a $29 fee you would pay at the time a customer goes to the associate, because that covers your reports, that covers your back office, your website. Like, are you kidding me that you get all of that for $30 a year? I mean, it's a gift if it was $30 a month, which it's not. So that will be there. There is no minimum. If they order a thing of sleep spray, if they order 4 containers of shakes, there is no minimum. If someone comes in to the if someone joins with a premium or a value pack or something that would have waived the membership fee, when they convert to a business builder, they will not have to pay the $29 fee. So that's where that is there. And thank you so much, Ashley, for these little reminders. It's funny, I turned the page and I had those as she's typing in there. So there's 2 notes or 2 apps pretty much that we're going to be working on. Yes, we still have ISOPulse. If you guys have not downloaded ISOPulse, still use that. That is your heartbeat to your business on who's enrolling and who's rank advancing, who's close to earning vitamins, who's close to double PIBs, who you can look at right away and see where their cycles are. ISOPulse. However, we're pretty much moving to 2 apps. The ISOLife app, which is all for the customer, and the Isagenix business app, which formerly was ISOTools, which is all for the business builder. So the ISOLife app, there is so much more information in there. All I'm going to tell you is download it. One of the things you can do now is add your ISObody pictures in there. I mean, Isagenix thing this whole year is just to be simple. But the ISOTools app, which is now the Isagenix business app, there is, of course, the PDFs in there, the movies that have been in there, your contact managing system is in there. But there's also a way now you can share a sample. You can share a birthday cake packet, or you can share a sample of a can of BIA. All you need to do is have like their address in there. You need to have their email address in there. So if I had been talking to Jack, and we met him out, I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to send him a can of BIA. I just need his contact information. You can go into the app, click the share a sample, click the BIA, mail it directly to Jack. He gets the samples. They're trying to do things so simple. So I am going to double check my notes before I wrap up with something, but I want to invite Laura out because I know she very much wanted to say something.
I was actually just trying to confirm the dates of the manager contest that you're doing?
I'm going to be doing it from February 4th, next Monday, to March 2nd.
March 2nd.
So
Okay.
the incentives that I'll be doing in addition to what Isagenix is doing, people have to go fast. It'll be ending on March 2nd.
Okay. So it's like a 30-day push. And
Correct. I'm giving you a little bit of time right now to like figure out what the heck is happening since NYKO, but I'm ending it sooner because I totally want to make sure that people go fast with that.
And the one thing that I just wanted to add to that, and it came up through NYKO and through a lot of conversations with the team, individually and as a group, a lot of people were asked, like saying, you know, I can enroll people, I don't know how to create consultants. And if that's your story and you're on this call, join this Get to Manager thing that Lauren is doing, because she's going to show you how to create consultants. So beyond just getting to manager and taking advantage of that money, then you'll know what to do to get to director and to get to executive. But all of you who talked to me about how do I create consultants, and those of you who didn't, but you're thinking that, you want to participate in this. It's 30 days, and I promise you, you'll become consultant creating machines. So I wanted to add, I got asked a lot, Lauren.
I love that. And I'm so glad that you said that. You guys, this is not to brag, just to be transparent. I went executive fast and I've never fallen out. I created a consultant today. By that, Laura really did a lot of the work for me, but this is how well we are working together and the systems we have in place. I had a girl that was brand new, right? I gave her the script, literally gave her the script to send out to some of her girlfriends. In the time frame that had happened is when my dad passed. And Laura took over. I just added Laura to the threads, and she basically took over. The girl was so coachable. She was in Mexico and just earned like a few $100s. She was in Mexico because of the ATMs and Laura being able to enter these orders. And because of the delay of some things that are happening, it's literally my first today on the way to Crystal Manager. Like I wasn't sure if it's going to count yesterday or today, but when I tell you like we know what we're doing, I've never, ever not created consultants in a month. That's something that like corporate has had me train on. So I would love for you to be a part of that, because where I would really much rather have somebody else teach on the pools sometimes, like that type of math, and I'm always double, triple checking it. I'll help you, but it's not something I'm solid in. The two things that I know that I do very well is connecting and helping with the verbiage and creating consultants. Like that is the key to this business. So I would absolutely invite all of you guys to be on there. I was missing a page. I was like, I know I'm forgetting something. So the last couple of things before we close out, the product journeys, you guys, this is something that Isagenix is doing. So I think we have been like working on our own drip campaigns, or how do we support people and how do we work on retention? They're saying, we're going to handle this for you so you can focus on building your business. That when someone as a customer signs up, whether they try one product or they buy a system, on day one, they get a thank you and they get information that educates them on that product. Day 10 to 14, there's an email that goes out that's like a related product, something that's like doing some cross marketing to introduce them to something else. Day 14 to 21, they're invited to leave a review. And then day 25 to 60 is like education on how to get them to reorder. This does not mean you don't follow up with your people. This doesn't mean you go, oh, the drip campaign is going to take care of it. But there are certain things that Isagenix is doing to support you, to help people stay on auto ship, to help people learn about other products. So that's awesome. And then when someone goes into the back office and they convert to an associate, they're going to immediately get a text with the welcome text. They're calling it like the new associate magic link. So instead of all these emails and all these notifications and things they're not paying attention to, it's a link that will literally, they click on and it will take them right into like where tools are and showing them part of the compensation plan. It is brilliant. Like Isagenix is bending over backwards for us. So that being said, I kind of started talking about having your why and knowing why you do this. I'm going to try to keep it together because I couldn't at the team dinner, but I'm going to try really hard right now. There is going to be shit that happens in all of our lives. I'm sorry, I have a better word, right? Like there is always going to be something. It's going to be a parent. It's going to be a dog. It's going to be a child. It's going to be a job. It's going to be a cold and flu. There is always going to be something. It is no different than someone who wants to start a 30-day system that tells you, oh, Valentine's Day is coming up. Oh, it's our anniversary. Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, it's Christmas. Like, if you freaking want to get healthy, just do it. That's one day out of the month. But people have all these excuses. Every single month has something. There's birthdays, there's anniversaries, there's holidays, there's trips. Every month. That's on the product side. Life is going to happen, right? That is what is called life. It is not always on the high. It is not always on the easy course. But you have got to know how to stay the course and how to be consistent. Now, that does not mean you do this business 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, right? I took a good, solid 7 days off, which is the longest I ever in 6.5 years have not touched my business. But I am here, and I have always been here, right? When I think about what it will take, if you are someone who wants to earn a minimum of that $24,000 in bonuses this year, you can't quit next week. And you can't quit at the end of January. And you can't quit in the middle of February. Now, here's what I will tell you. If you have not seen it, I encourage you to do it tonight. And if not, first thing in the morning, I want you to watch the link to the leadership panel that was recorded by Lindsay Winia and watch James McLeod's section. If you do nothing else, watch this 10-minute piece. And he breaks down what he made as a server and the realistic percentage of an income raise he could have had in 5 years. Right? And when Isagenix came into his life as a 23-year-old kid, what that did, and when he first said it, people were not getting the grasp of it, of how important it was. That he made $25,000 as a server, right? In his first year in Isagenix, he made $17,000. People were like, oh, when that was like 2/3 of his whole salary and this was supplemental income, he was excited. Sometimes we set our expectations so freaking high that if you don't think you're making $100,000 a year, it's a waste of time. $17,000 is a great freaking bump to whatever anybody is doing right now. $5,000 is, $500 is. There is no judgment on how little or how much somebody is making in this. He went on to say that 7 years later, he's making more in a month right now than he did in his first year with Isagenix. But I will tell you, because I know James and Audrey very well, they are consistent. They post on social media, they train their team, they host events, they reach out to people, they follow up with people, they travel to work with their team. It doesn't mean that life is easy for them. It doesn't mean that they've not had major events, but they want this so badly. And they know that there are not a lot of other options out there. So are you going to be able to get to every single event? No. Don't put that pressure on yourself. Are you going to reach out to 10 people every single day, 7 days a week, post on social media 3 times a day and respond to every single notification? No. And nobody expects you to. But if you really want this, what is something you can do every day or most days of the week that is income producing? I was on the phone with a woman today and I said, imagine if you just talked to one person a day. Just one person a day. We talk to people all day long about stuff that doesn't even matter. The amount of people that text me bitching about what's going on, and I'm always like, imagine if right now you were just calling someone instead of complaining about this. The amount of time that people are focusing on what's not serving them. If there is one thing that I have learned in the last few years more than anything, is how freaking valuable our time is. And I am encouraging you to not only build this so freaking hard for yourself, but for other people. I messaged 2 of my close girlfriends right now saying, hey, I want you to hop on and learn about the benefits. And she kind of was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm focusing on my career. I don't want to do people a disservice, right? That she can't be a great coach. And she used to build with us. And I just said, would you be willing to learn, to know what's available so that maybe you could invite someone else to do it? Maybe there's someone else that you know that is looking for this. When you really can grasp that you're doing this for other people and not just for yourself, your life will totally change. And it will be fun and it won't be hard. And you're not going to have all this freaking resentment of overwhelm. When I started Isagenix, you guys, my very first 90-day game plan, I went to NYKO with 5 other people. There were 6 of us. And we had no idea what we were doing. We were so excited. We had total ignorance on fire. And Cathy Coover said to me, what do you need most right now? Like I talked to her. I met her at my very first event. Thank you to Janie Elo, right? and I filled out the 90-day game plan. Like you guys, I have so many of these. I'm working on it right now, right? I filled out my 90-day game plan, and there was a question that said, what are you willing to give up? And why is that important to you? I could post this in the group right now. I said I was going to give up fantasy football because it was consuming a lot of time that was not getting me to where I was going to go. I said I was willing to give up drama. I was someone who was always caught up in saving everybody and listening to everybody, right? Like I wrote, I'm giving up fantasy football. I'm giving up drama. And why I wanted it, this is what I wrote down. I wanted to furnish my house because I didn't have crap in this apartment, and I wanted to not work on Sundays. I wanted Sundays off. I was working 7 days a week around the clock. That's what I wanted. And over the years, things started to change, right? Over the years, in every 90-day game plan, we do them twice a year, right? We do them coming out of NYKO, we coming out of celebration, right? Throughout the years, it changed. And I would write out my why. And there was a time that it was like, you know what? I want to help Alex not teach anymore. Like part of why I'm doing this is so that Alex can be a full-time mom, not a full-time teacher. Part of my why was let's help Lori get Jack's tuition in a private school paid for. Part of my why was like help Jen be with Jaden when she needs to be. Part of my why has become all of you. And I don't just say that, I mean it. You guys can come over and look at these at any given time because it motivates me. Because when I'm like, oh, I'm tired, I want to watch TV. I'm like, no. I live an incredible life because of this company, and I want it for Amber, and I want it for Cathy, and I want it for Chris, and I want it for Casey. Like when we get vulnerable with each other, there is not a lot of other options out there to do this. Ashley's one of my best friends in the whole world, and she went through a major shift with her compensation at her full-time job. She's so freaking motivated for this. And I have two options that I either do whatever I can to help her make up for that change, right? Or I'm never going to see her because she's going to have to go work at Target. She's going to get a job at Orange Theory. Like people are looking for extra money, myself included. I don't want to pay for any of my wedding on a credit card, right? And so it's about knowing where that comes from. But I'm gonna be really honest with you guys, and I tried to post about it today, but I was too much of a slobbery mess to like get it out there. But I'm telling you because I want you to hear my heart, and if I can ask you to share my story with anybody, I screamed from stage in Nashville, it is so much bigger than you. Because I know how aligned I am with this company and the vehicle and the opportunity that it creates. Just over 3 years ago, I had a why to do things for my dad. And on a superficial level, I was like, I want to take him to Tahiti where he had never been, right? Like, let's give him a trip. So it like got me fired up because there was a dollar amount. I could associate a dollar amount with the amount of work that I was doing because I'm so used to exchanging time for money. We never went on that trip. But Isogenics gave me more days with him than I would have ever been able to have. I was looking at my calendar today, trying to factor in the hours. And when I can get this together, you guys will see this post and be like, this is what she was talking about. 1 or 2 or 3 days a week for the last 3 years I spent with him. If I had had my practice, on average, it was 8 hours, sometimes 14, sometimes 4, sometimes 6. Like I'm literally trying to figure this out because I want people to grasp it. If I had been at work, right? That I couldn't wait tables that day. I couldn't personal train that day. I couldn't see clients. The amount of money I would have lost, what that would have looked like. Let alone, there's no freaking way I would have been able to do it unless he paid me to be there, which I would never have accepted, right? It would not have been possible. So then on the flip side, I started to think about not just what that time did and the memories and the moments that I had, which is way cooler than any car, any couch, any purse, any trip, anything I've ever purchased because of Isogenics. To know that I had that time, I looked at average, like what are my cycles on a typical day? So just take my cycles. Let's say they're 60 or they're 80. Divide them by 7, right? What is that on a typical day? Times that by 54. That's what I was earning to be there. Now, I wasn't like, oh, I'm getting paid to be here. I tell you that because I didn't have to worry. I could be present. I wasn't in a movie trying to work this business. I wasn't going to lunch with him checked out because I had to work. The day before he died, I was there because of Isagenix. Jim and Cathy came to our team dinner on Friday, and the best joy that I've had in the last 2 weeks was I could look them dead in the eye and thank them. Thank them that they came out of retirement for somebody else. They're billionaires. They don't have to do this. And they work day in and day out for thousands of people around the world so that we can be home with our kids. We can be with our parents. We are not driving in traffic. We are not going into an office, and they are. When I screamed, "This is so much bigger than you," that's what I'm talking about. So I want you to get real clear on why you are doing this, not tonight and not tomorrow and not in the next 30 days, but for the next year, the next 3 years, the next 5 years. And I really want you to get clear on who you're bringing with you. Because if you want to just sit here and focus on yourself, you will stay stuck. I had the privilege and honor of chatting with so many new people and really getting to know Barbara's story, really listening to Cathy, really listening to Casey, brand new people. I'm so fired up because I'm so grateful. This has been the saddest and most difficult week and a half that I think I've ever experienced, and simultaneously the most thankful. So I want to leave you guys not on a sad note, but that like our team is so special. We have an incredible reputation within the company. Like people always talk about the Dreamers team, and I hate when they say the Lawrence team because it's not my team, but this team that we help people, that we lift each other up, that we invite people to our calls, we invite people to our events, that we lock arms so that others succeed. Spend some time tonight or tomorrow on what Isagenix has done for you and what it's possible for, and then tell people that. Tell people that. Stop selling shakes. Call them and say, you know what? You've seen my posts, and I love our transformations, and I love my energy, but what you probably don't know is Isagenix is paying off my child's medical bills. He has a heart condition, and Isagenix is giving him opportunity. It's giving our family time. You probably didn't know that about me, but I'm telling you because I want to be able to help you. What can Isagenix do for you, and how can I help you? Be vulnerable. And I promise you, that's where the joy comes from. So I am so in this. I looked at like 18 people this week and was like, I am never too busy. It is never too late. It is never too early. If you need a 3-way call, if you need help mapping out your roadmap to executive, if you need help talking about the pools, if you need an ATM, if you want to do social media training, I want to help you. I sat on the plane for 2 hours exhausted on Sunday morning with Ashley and my mom writing out scripts, literally just writing out scripts on what to say, how to set up a 3-way call, what video to send. Ashley kindly has offered to type this up and make it a template because we thought it was pretty valuable. But honestly, you guys, like I am so grateful. And I told Jim and Cathy, I said, I'm not indebted to you. I don't owe them anything, but I am loyal. And I am so thankful, and not just for me. I know what it has done for Chris Marshall's family, for Laura's family, for Jen and Natalie's, for every single person on here. You know, Kisa's one of the first people to lock arms with me. When I look at her leadership now and the ripple effect and the powerful effect of the lives she's changing, and I think this is just the beginning. It is just the beginning. And so I don't want this to be another 90-day game plan that we win a trip. Another 90-day game plan that you earn $10,000, $20,000. Make this a 90-day game plan that really, really takes you to where you want to be and really makes a lasting impression on the people you care most about. That could be the products, that could be the business. But I love you guys. I am so grateful for those of you that made it to NYKO. For those of you that could not, watch the replays as soon as they're up. Start with the leadership training tonight. James McLeod will give you goosebumps, and there is no judgment. You don't have to make $25,000 to make it worth your time. For many of us, $54 a week is going to be life-changing. So congratulations to all of you. Let's make 2020 the best. 2.0 is like the theme, right? And I just keep saying that because everyone else said it. I don't really know what that means. So I didn't think 1.0 was bad, but we're just going to the next level, new products, new company, new compensation, benefits, bonuses. And I'm excited to see all of you guys are there. And if anyone wants to share with me their why, if you want to write me, if you want to, whatever, tell me, not because you need to, but you want to. This is my favorite part, is really getting to know you guys. So good night. Thank you so much. I love you all.